Imagine an exclusive Arizona town where luxury reigns supreme and the golf courses have become fortresses of political fervor. Picture military-strong cities in Texas where Trump's iron fist leadership style is not just admired but adored. Or the historic Deep South towns where allegiance to the Republican cause runs as deep as their roots. Welcome to the heart of America's unwavering support for Donald Trump, a political landscape where echoes of rallies, promises, and endorsements reverberate through the streets and into the homes of die-hard fans. Today, we're embarking on a captivating journey across the United States to uncover the top 10 cities and regions where Trumpism isn't just a political ideology, it's a way of life. From Scottsdale's opulent connections to elite donors to the shifting tides of Erie, Pennsylvania, from steadfast support in the former Democratic stronghold of Youngstown, Ohio, to the flourishing Trumpian stronghold of Naples, Florida, we delve into what fuels the relentless Trump loyalty that cements communities together. So hit that subscribe button, because we're about to explore the cultural connections, economic transformations, and unshakable political allegiances that keep these places staunchly waving the Trump banner. Whether it's a battle cry against coastal elite policies or a symbol of American auto workers' hope, these cities stand as testaments to a chapter in American history that refuses to be just a footnote. Number 10. Scottsdale, Arizona. Nestled in the arid landscapes of Arizona, Scottsdale has long been a sanctuary for the affluent, a luxury haven with an atmosphere of exclusivity. Its opulent lifestyle and high concentration of wealth have naturally drawn in elite Republican donors, aligning the city's interests with conservative fiscal policies and governance. Scottsdale's residents, many influential in business and politics, have consistently opened their wallets in support of Republican candidates, finding affinity with Trump's promises of deregulation and tax reform. Even after his presidency, Trump's allure seems only to have strengthened in this desert oasis, as evidenced by the city's high attendance at rallies. The fervent spirit of Scottsdale's conservatives has not waned in the wake of Trump's departure from the Oval Office. Rather, it galvanized, turning out in large numbers to hear the former president speak on the future of the Republican Party and the country, indicating a deep-rooted loyalty that transcends Trump's presidential tenure. Local businesses and iconic golf courses also act as bastions of Trump support in Scottsdale. From the lush greens reserved for the societal elite to the boardrooms of high-powered corporations, admiration for Trump's brand of politics is openly expressed and embraced. The city's economic pillars, underpinning this bastion of conservative thought, continue to reflect a commitment to the ideologies and policies championed by Trump, further solidifying Scottsdale as a cornerstone of unwavering support in the heart of the Grand Canyon state. Number 9. San Antonio, Texas. In the heart of Texas lies San Antonio, a city steeped in military tradition and known for its residents' high regard for strong and decisive leadership. This deep-seated respect for authority, nurtured within a populace that is intertwined with the military's enduring presence, created a fertile ground for Trump's ethos and rhetoric. His bold declarations and promises to rebuild the American military resonated profoundly within this community, echoing through the halls of Joint Base San Antonio, one of the nation's largest military installations. Trump's hardline stance on immigration, particularly his vow to fortify the border, which lies a mere few hours away from San Antonio, struck a chord with many of its residents. Coupled with pledges of economic fortification that hinted at renewed prosperity, his policies became emblematic of hope for many who saw his approach as the antidote to their concerns. It is here, in this historical crossroads of cultures, where the impact of Trump's economic doctrine nudged a shift, garnering support even among those who traditionally might not align with Republican ideals. The fervor for Trump in Texas found new vigor with his endorsements that cut across political spheres, stirring the pot in a state that prides itself on its independent spirit. His influence was felt far and wide, from local businesses to the political arena, igniting a continuous spark of support in the Lone Star State. In San Antonio, where the values of patriotism and conservatism find common cause, Trump's endorsements are not merely symbolic gestures. They are a rallying cry that sustains a legacy of loyalty. Number 8. Birmingham, Alabama. In the heart of the Deep South, Birmingham stands as a historic bastion of Republican values, aligning strongly with conservative ideals that resonate through the corridors of this bustling Alabama city. The political legacy here is profound, as generations have consistently championed Republican leadership. It's in this very soil that seeds of unwavering loyalty to the party, and more recently to Trump himself, have been sown and nurtured to fruition. Donald Trump's presidency echoed like a clarion call to the residents, invoking a sense of renewed political engagement and bolstering his base's dedication. His influence seeped deep into the local political fabric, with Trump's rallies drawing people from every nook of the city and his policies weaving their narratives into day-to-day conversations at diners and churches. Birmingham's very pulse seemed to beat in tandem with the fervor of Trump's rallies, solidifying a following that is as loyal in its ideology as it is diverse in its makeup. And indeed, Alabama's endorsement of Trump's most polarizing policies has been nothing short of controversial. From stringent immigration reform to the rollback of environmental regulations, the state's support has often come under national scrutiny. Yet, in Birmingham, voices rise in a chorus of advocacy, a community's choice that stands testament to the enduring influence of a leader who, long after leaving office, continues to shape the political and social climate of this southern stronghold. Number 7. Tulsa, Oklahoma. In the heart of the Sooner State lies Tulsa, a city that became a focal point for the nation when, amidst the uncertainty of a global pandemic, it hosted President Donald Trump's controversial campaign rally. It was June 2020 when thousands gathered inside the Box Center, many flouting masks and social distancing, as Trump took the stage, igniting the crowd with promises and political fervor. It was a rally that would be remembered as much for its defiance of health advisories as for its impassioned speeches, a stark embodiment of the deep-seated loyalty towards the former precedent within the city. Tulsa's sprawling suburbs and bustling oil-driven economy paint a wider picture of an American heartland tethered to tradition and conservative values. The city, often seen as a microcosm of rural American principles, stands as a testament to the grassroots conservatism that has long characterized Oklahoma's political landscape. As rolling plains give way to modern urban development, Tulsa bridges the gap between the state's agrarian roots and its contemporary conservative ideologies, a blend that resonates deeply with Trump's message of preserving American heritage and individual liberties. The state of Oklahoma itself, draped in the red tapestry of steadfast Republican support, saw its commitment to Trump solidified in the sweeping victory during the 2020 presidential elections. Tulsa, with its robust representation of hardworking Americans, evokes the spirit of loyalty that courses through the state, steadfastly supporting Trump's vision. From the oil fields to the corporate towers, the city's residents have voiced their overwhelming support for Trump, mirroring Oklahoma's unwavering dedication to the policies and principles he championed. Number 6. Charlotte, North Carolina. In the vibrant heart of the Tar Heel state lies Charlotte, a bustling metropolis where the spirit of competition extends beyond the roar of NASCAR races to the realm of fierce political loyalty. This battleground state's Queen City has become synonymous with a stalwart rallying cry for former President Donald Trump, standing as a testament to his enduring influence amidst shifting political winds. As home to a diverse population and a booming finance sector, Charlotte represents a microcosm of Trump's appeal across varying socioeconomic backgrounds, all united under the banner of strong conservative values. Under the glittering skyline of this financial giant, residents witnessed an economic boom that coincided with Trump's tenure. a period marked by aggressive tax cuts and deregulation that saw local businesses thrive and employment rates soar. The Charlottean economy, bolstered by the policies of an administration that prioritized growth and vitality, found a new dynamism that resonated deeply with the city's aspirations, propelling a sense of shared success and prosperity that would fortify Trump's stature in the eyes of many. Parallel to this economic revival, Charlotte's local media played a subtle yet significant role in casting Trump's presidency in a favorable light. With an ear to the ground on local sentiments, outlets captured the optimism of a city on the ascend, aligning success stories with Trump's vision for an America imbued with opportunity and promise. As journalists amplified tales of economic resilience and community triumph, the city's narrative became increasingly intertwined with the image of a president who, in their eyes, had shepherded their metropolis into a new era of affluence and influence. Number 5, Naples, Florida. Just a stone's throw away from the swaying palms and sun-kissed estates of Mar-a-Lago, Naples, Florida, has emerged as a bastion of wealth-driven conservatism tightly knit with Donald Trump's political agenda. The city's affluent residents find common cause with Trump's pro-business stance, seeing in him a kindred spirit who echoes their financial aspirations and capitalist ideals. As they tee off on manicured golf courses, these elite power players wield influence that extends far beyond the clubhouse, aligning with Trump's vision for economic triumph. Naples' populace, not shy of its affluence, openly idolizes Trump's larger-than-life persona and his unabashed portrayal of success. The community, heavily populated by retirees who have weathered the storms of life to enjoy their golden years in luxury, view Trump's business acumen and lavish lifestyle not as points of criticism, but as emblems of the American dream realized. As these retirees mingle over cocktails at sunset, discussions often laud Trump's politics as much as his entrepreneurship, weaving his brand into the very fabric of their daily lives. In recent years, the Sunshine State has felt a seismic shift, tilting ever more strongly towards the Trump brand of republicanism, and Naples gleams as a particularly vivid reflection of this transformation. With an unwavering base that venerates Trump as a symbol of conservative victory, Florida's political landscape is being reshaped. Rallies continue to draw massive crowds, with fervent followers donning "Make America Great Again" caps, unabashed in their adoration and steadfast in their loyalty. Thus, as palm trees sway in the coastal breeze, Naples stands as a microcosm of Florida's metamorphosis into a bastion for Trumpian ideology. Number 4, Youngstown, Ohio. In the heart of the Rust Belt, Youngstown stands as a poignant testament to the allure of Donald Trump's presidency, particularly his pledge to reinvigorate manufacturing jobs. Once a booming steel town, Youngstown watched helplessly as factories closed and jobs vanished. Trump's bold promise to restore these industries struck a resonant chord, transforming the local economic despair into a beacon of hope for many. This former Democratic stronghold, with its legions of blue-collar workers, found itself drawn to Trump's vision of economic resurgence. The city, which had long aligned with Democratic values aimed at supporting the working class, saw a seismic shift as these very loyalists, driven by the desire for a rekindled economy, placed their faith in Trump's capabilities to bring about change and prosperity. Beyond mere political alignment, Youngstown's once thriving steel industry became symbolic of Trump's appeal. As blast furnaces cooled and unemployment lines grew, his commitment to American manufacturing became more than a policy. It morphed into a rallying cry for the restoration of the community's pride and purpose. Trump's influence now looms over the city like the steel girders that once defined its skyline, a powerful reminder of a promise that has yet to be fulfilled. Number 3, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Nestled in the heartland, Sioux Falls stands as a city emblematic of rural conservative America. With its sprawling farms and close-knit communities, it's a place where traditional values are held in high esteem and where the 45th president found fertile ground for his messages of patriotism and economic nationalism. The city becomes a sea of red caps come election season, a testament to the unwavering support for the Trump administration. Agriculture forms the backbone of South Dakota's economy, and Trump's protectionist policies struck a chord amongst the farmers and producers of Sioux Falls. When trade wars threatened their livelihoods with tit-for-tat tariffs, many in the agribusiness here saw it as a necessary stand to protect American agriculture. Rallying around these policies, the city's denizens appreciated efforts to negotiate deals they believed would eventually lead to fairer markets and stronger rural economies. This metropolis, though remotely situated, stands firm against what they regard as coastal elite policies. Sioux Falls credits Trump's stance for emboldening this belief, reinforcing their conservative values. Policies deemed as liberal intrusions are met with staunch opposition in the state's political discourse, a reflection of Trump's rhetoric against what he frequently termed the Washington establishment. This alignment with Trump's anti-establishment messages galvanized his base, ensuring Sioux Falls remains a stronghold of continuing devotion for the Trump legacy. Number 2. Erie, Pennsylvania. Erie, Pennsylvania stands as a stark testament to the cultural and political transformation that has swept across certain American cities. Once a city firmly clad in the blue-collar Democratic tradition, Erie has experienced a significant shift, painting its streets with strokes of Republican red. It's a shift that resonates deeply with the city's working-class ethos, where traditional Democratic values have slowly given way to the appeal of Trump's brand of conservative populism. At the heart of Trump's conquest in Erie lies his rhetoric on trade and jobs, a discourse that has hit home for the residents of this manufacturing city. Trump's promises to renegotiate trade deals and revitalize industries bereft of jobs during past administrations reverberated through the rusting factories and across the dinner tables of Erie's hopeful families. The city, feeling the weight of globalization and industrial decline, found a champion in Trump's unapologetic vow to bring jobs back to American shores, a message that still clings to the city's collective consciousness. Throughout Erie, passion for the Trump presidency persists, seemingly undeterred by shifts in the political tide that threaten to ebb away from his influence. At diners where locals hash out the day's matters, and at council meetings where the future of the city is deliberated, a fervent group of Trump loyalists champion his enduring legacy. This unwavering enthusiasm stands as a beacon that, despite the larger narrative of division and political realignment, Erie's dedication to the Trump ideology remains intrepid, suggesting that the impact of a single presidency may ripple through this city for years to come. Number 1. Macomb County, Michigan. Nestled in the heart of the Rust Belt, Macomb County stands as a testament to the shifting political winds of America. Once the stronghold of Reagan Democrats, working-class voters who crossed party lines to support Ronald Reagan, this Michigan county has now become a bastion of support for Donald Trump. It's a transformation that exemplifies the enduring appeal of Trump's message, particularly his pledge to breathe new life into America's manufacturing sector. The magnetism of Trump in Macomb County is inextricably linked to his vows to revive the auto industry, and by extension, the Midwest's former glory. His promises struck a chord with the residents here, many of whom had watched their jobs vanish as factories closed down. For them, Trump's mission to restore manufacturing jobs wasn't just political rhetoric. It was a ray of hope that perhaps their communities could regain the prosperity they once knew. But it's not just economic policies that have solidified Trump's grip on Macomb County. The local government and public forums teem with defenses of his time in office, painting a picture of an area deeply intertwined with the Trump legacy. Whether it's at town hall meetings or in the spirited discussions at local diners, there's a palpable resistance to letting go of the Trump era, a sentiment that seems to only grow stronger in the face of criticism. In Macomb County, the preservation of Trump's legacy goes beyond mere nostalgia. It's an active, ongoing aspect of local dialogue. As America moves forward and new political figures emerge on the horizon, the county remains a striking example of a community unwavering in its allegiance to a leader who, they feel, gave them a voice in a world that had left them behind. As we have explored the profound impact of Donald Trump's presidency and political movements across an array of American cities, from the sun-drenched fairways of Scottsdale to the manufacturing hubs of Youngstown, we've encountered a common thread of unwavering support that spans demographics, economies, and cultural divides. In Macomb County, Michigan, we've seen the embodiment of this steadfast loyalty, where Reagan Democrats have morphed into the champions of Trump's vision for the auto industry and the Midwest's rebirth. These cities and counties represent more than just pinpoints on the political map. They are microcosms of a nation deeply invested in the ideals of strong leadership, economic prosperity, and the promise of American revitalization. As our journey concludes, it becomes clear that while leaders may come and go, the sentiments and passions they ignite can endure, shaping communities and conversations for years to come. If you found this exploration into the heart of Trump's America compelling, remember to subscribe to Globe Trekking for more insightful treks into the political, cultural, and social landscapes that define our world. And don't click away just yet. Follow us into our next exploration by watching The Shift in American Political Heartlands, from solid blue to red, to gain an even deeper understanding of the evolving political tides changing our cities and the lives within them.